we've been talking about leadership for the past so many years. I couldn't remember. Ever since I was a student with RMIT, right? We were taught leadership and how to be a manager. I can see that leadership has actually evolved over the years, apart from what you can find on books and theories. To me, true leader is someone who is willing to get his hands wet and willing to charge with his followers, and that I call true leaders. That means working alongside with your you call your comrades or your colleagues, all right, or your followers, and work alongside with them and really get things moving and lead them to the final destination. Versus a manager, from what textbook teaches you, very much is to manage the resources and then coordinate activities and get everybody to finish a job per se. So you could appoint a manager more easily, whereas for leader it's harder to just simply appoint. It is so-called can be a born leader, but you could also be a trained leader, but the process will take longer than training a manager. So I see a manager is easier to train, but a leader is tougher because you need to train the heart as well. In books, we are exposed to various leadership styles, and over the years, we see that there's a change of leadership styles in terms of the names that they were accrued to certain leadership styles. Right? We talk about autocratic leadership styles. We talk about management by objectives, servant leadership or service leadership nowadays. All right. So you can see that it is actually from one spectrum to the other. I would say there is no perfect leadership styles, and as good leaders, we must be very adaptable, flexible, make use of whatever leadership styles that we learn both in school and in experience, okay, and be able to use both of them together at the same time or even interchangeably. And probably I would like to use the word flexibly. So let's talk a little bit about a traditional management school we talk about, which is the management by objective. So the manager will give you certain objectives to be met, and these objectives are linked to KPIs, all right, and then again break down to smaller goals. So these are all the goals, objectives, and that you need to meet, right? So your bosses will tell you that, oh, okay, meeting certain objectives, hitting certain KPIs, you're deemed to be a better performer, all right, and it's easier for the manager to reward you. So this is more on the traditional management by objective style. And as for the service leadership, which is a bit more new, which comes into more so-called popularity for the last 5 years, for service leadership, or some practitioners would like to call that, or some authors would actually pen as servant leadership. It is actually work alongside with your followers, with your employees. You know what your employees are doing. You know the work of your employees, and you engage them at a very personal level, not just on the job level. I know many managers would like to say that, 9 to 5 I'm in the office, I'm a good boss and I make a good manager, and that means I'm a good leader. But as a servant leader or as a service leader, there's no stopping. Once a fan or follower follows you, it tags to you, so it's a 24/7 thing. Even you have to show your empathy, not just on the job or the work-wise, but even the family side, and how to communicate with him on a heart-to-heart level, to groom him to take over you as the next leader. That really is termed as the service or servant leader. Here again, the heart comes into play, very much more important. And then you can see the other two hands that tag to the heart will be the head and the head.